Back here home at Spillane Field on the Gatemen pregame show with Josh Richardson. I'm Cory Miller, getting set for Orleans at Wareham just in a little bit. But first, Josh, we talk about last night, a tough 13-7 loss for the Gatemen. Kind of an unconventional game, especially from the pitching standpoint. The first time all season that really the pitching struggled all 9 innings.
Yeah, the pitching's been great through the first 8 games of the season. The only outliers, top of the 8th against Hyannis opening day, top of the 4th against Chatham just 2 days later. Other than that, really setting up the offense to succeed. Most of the time that you put up 7 runs in a game, you're going to have a lot of, offensive success. You're going to win the game. That's just not what happened because YD continued to pour on runs through the 3rd, through the 6th inning. Really got out of hand.
Last night's game was not the first time we've seen offensive success from the Gatemen. They scored 7 runs. They've had some other great games like against Hyannis from the offensive standpoint, but really nice to see them really 1 through 9 click last night, especially against the top 2 pitching staff in YD.
Yeah, and some new guys really starting to get their first groove of the season. Caden McDonald had his first home run. Chris McHugh just got here, his 2nd game of this Gateman year, hits a home run in his 2nd game. So really seeing that offensive success, and the more that can just click for this team is going to be the better that they can move on forward.
Well, for more on last night's game and the state of the team, we'll send it down to Raina Majalet.
Raina Majalet joins alongside Nate Wallenhop and Joe McLaughlin. So guys, I wasn't here yesterday, but we had a pretty eventful game last night for both good and bad. Give me a brief summary of what I missed and what kind of Gateman fans should know about yesterday.
It was definitely a fireworks show, lots of hits. The Gatemen got 11, but unfortunately was not enough. But a lot of good positives. It was the Gatemen on Sunday against the Mariners. Their offense looked really stagnant, but in this game against the YD Red Sox, they looked really alive. Unfortunately, they just couldn't keep up with YD.
Nate, what did you gather from yesterday's matchup?
Pitching was in a tough position, but I mean, when you have that field and you have dead center 375, it's not easy to pitch in that type of environment. And they held it together. We had a really nice performance from Shea Went. He did a really good job yesterday. Went scoreless, and he was the only pitcher to go scoreless in that inning. So very nice job by Shea. And Ty Daly again. He went 4 for 5, and he had a double and 2 RBIs. He just keeps on killing it and keeps on driving the ball.
Last question to kind of wrap this up. We're going into tonight's matchup against Orleans, the first one of the season. We're back at home. What should fans expect to see from tonight's matchup?
I think, the Gatemen wants to bounce back here. Orleans batting 197 as a team this year. I think this is going to be a great night for our pitching. Carson Mayfield on the mound had a good start against Harwich last week, so I would expect the pitching to bounce back tonight, and I think the Gatemen could have a chance to roll away with a win.
Nate, what about you?
Coach Smythe was talking a lot about yesterday, the ball getting hit like line drives. He wants those line drives. He wants those infield hits. He's not really making the home runs an important thing. His big thing is always making sure the ball is driven so that way runs can be scored. Don't be swinging for the fences, be swinging to get on base. So let's see if they can accomplish that this evening.
Back to you guys. Thank you.
Raina, thank you. We'll see everyone at first pitch tonight at 6 o'clock.